Saying.
All right. All right.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for being here. Dub, what's up, fam?
What's up with you, baby? How you doing?
I'm doing good, fam. You ready to do this?
Good day, everybody.
Oh, shit. He plays on this motherfucker with shit. Let me
Oh,
get...
yeah. Oh, my. I'm smoking now.
Yeah.
That's how we going to get this day started then.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Let's do this. I brought me a couple packs of Rillos. I'm ready for y'all.
You got the dark brown ones or the silver? Which one, the diamonds or the dark browns?
Nah. What is these? Those are diamonds.
The diamonds, Joyce? Yeah. Woo, you don't even know the half, young lady. You ready?
Yes, but
Cheers.
yeah.
I love it. All right, y'all, let's get this thing started. I'm going to hit that intro.
All right. Woo!
And y'all have a wonderful night.
Okay.
Thank you.
Snap. Okay. All right. Have a good day, Joe.
St. Louis in the house.
It's real.
Yes, sir.
STL.
Yes, sir. You know what time it is.
Yes. All good.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yes, sir. You know what time it is.
What it do. Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome back. And if you're here for the first time, welcome to I'm from the Zoo. Check this out. We got a great show online. You know what time it is. I'm your man, Mike Michigan, and my co-host,
B-Dub.
my brother, B-Dub. Man, where are you from, fam?
I'm from the zoo, baby.
You know, I'm from the zoo too. Hey, you know what? Before we get out into it and everything, I want to give a shout out to my super producer, Miss Kiki, and the Come Through Network. You know how it is. Yeah, you can chop it up and clap it up. Hey, Dub, you want to give shouts out to any of our sponsors out there?
And we would like to sponsor catalogs. Give a shout out to catalogs. The Breakfast of the Champions. We also got blockchain management. We also have napalm.
Napalm.
Get all the good ingredients from.
You know what,
Shout
man?
out to napalm.
I'm going to do an unauthorized shout out today because we're going to get a sponsorship. I'm going to give a shout out to Swisher Sweets and Cigarillos Diamonds in this mug, if you know what I'm talking about.
Already.
Oh, off the top.
I don't smoke cigars.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Sorry. No smoking to the children out there that may be listening. It's not good for you. But, hey, shouts out to them anyway, that those that can enjoy what they want. Hey, Doug.
Also, we got another shout out. We got to shout out the #1 draft pick, apparel and clothing line. New York, go cop it.
Okay.
We also give a shout out to us, with the blockchain management and also the #1 draft pick as well again.
Right on. And shouts up to Mike Mish Film Productions. Shouts out to everybody in Kalamazoo. You know what? I got to shout out to all of the fans out there, man. This channel is growing on wonderful levels, man. Leaps and bounds. I want to give a shouts out and amen to that. Praise God for that. Real talk. And I want to thank everybody who tunes in every week, gets the link, comes in, sees us. And also, I want to just do a quick pause for a moment and take these off. I want to give a moment of silence to my brother, Mr. Ron Wilson. Ronnie G was on our show about 2 weeks ago. And that just, I want to give a shout out to him, man, because Ronnie G was one of the best, and he was super supportive from day one, from the jump, from the giddy up. And for him to go and we not be able to be here, it's really sad. So I know a lot of people is missing him. So I want to make sure we want to give him his flowers.
Make sure you go check that episode out. He was really hitting hard at a lot of things we had talked about as growing up as well.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Ryan, man. Rest in peace, man. And I was glad to be able to do the show with him on this last,
Absolutely.
verbal experience.
Absolutely. Ronnie G, you know, we're probably going to be keeping your memory alive all the time because you was a pillar to a lot of good people. And you know, one thing about that, Dub, a little segue is like, life is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Life can go up and downs, and we got fantasy football, we got this and that, we got crazy things happening in the news and that. But before I keep going, let me go ahead on and bring in our wonderful guests. Today we have an author, Miss Sabrina Renee Jack, and she is from St. Louis, baby, from the Midwest, and she don't even know we finna chop it up like we lumberjacks. You dig it? Let's go ahead on and zap her on in right now. Welcome to the show. How you doing there, Miss Queen? How you doing, Miss Sabrina?
I'm good. I'm real good. I'm here today.
Amen for that. I see you looking good. You're on that good. Hey, how you feeling over there?
I look like shit, but thank you.
We think you look wonderful. You know what I'm saying?
St. Louis, that's my tattoo. I'm still in this thing. So.
Hey, yo. Well, first of all, we want to check it out. Let you know directly. Both of us, this show is basically Midwest all the way. You dig it? Somebody can get in the car and come see you like a star in a minute. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They right there. We right there close. St. Louis and Kalamazoo. That's how we do. I'm actually out in Cali right now doing things, but we from the Midwest too, Queen. And guess what? You know what? I'm about to make your world extra big because you want one of my favorite guests off the top. You don't even know it. Check this out. So December 27th, people, is the best in the world, ain't they though?
Period.
Okay. No offense to anybody out there, but me and you got the same birthday.
Shut the front fucking.
Woo! That's what it do. December 27th, baby.
Oh my God, you're an amazing person. Look at that. Who knew I'd meet someone amazing today?
Hey, man, who knew that I would meet somebody amazing today? Come on now. Yeah, I saw that. Well, the first thing I saw that, I was like, this is going to be crazy. I'm going to have a female Mike Michigan with the same birthday, with the energy, and she happens to be an author, Sabrina Renee Jack. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you are here. You know what I'm saying? We're going to jump on into it. Dub, I know you have some questions for Miss Jack. Go ahead on and jump it on in, fam.
I just got one question. Growing up in St. Louis, what's the story? I want to hear about it. Home of Fred Sanford and all kind of Nelly. Tell me how it is growing up with the St. Lunatics.
Talk about it.
Talk to me.
What was my life like in St. Louis? That's a good question.
Yeah.
It was crazy for real. I appreciate St. Louis though. I didn't always. I used to hate this motherfucker. I be trying to get the fuck out of here. Still to this day, I travel a lot, but just recently, I'm gonna get to that in a second, but just recently, I was taught to really appreciate where I'm from and how we are better than everywhere else. And then I'll explain that in a second. But it was hard only because I come from a poor place, So it was hard because we was poor, But we had a lot of love amongst us. I'm the oldest of 6. So, and it was rough for me because I'm the black sheep of the family and everything.
Oh, I know this.
I didn't go the way everybody thought I was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been a brainiac in school. I made straight A's, the whole time I was in school. So they just expected me to go with the scholarship and do the right thing and go to school and shit. But we were poor, And I was out a lot because we didn't have nothing to eat at the house or nothing like that. So I would be out. Motherfucker want to feed me, bitch. I'm married. What we doing? What today?
Right.
And my mama wasn't having it. She was like, "What the fuck, Bucko? Like you can't do that. You can't do that and live in my house." Now I don't want to say we're living out of a cooler. We don't have a kitchen. We have a 2-bedroom and there's 6 of us. I don't want to be the guy to say that. Don't make me that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, well, you got to get the fuck out. Like,
Right.
that's where this is. You have to go. Because I can't have you fuck with the other kids with your behavior. You know, and they think that what you doing is okay.
Right.
So that made shit extra up for my black ass, you know.
Yeah.
I made straight A's.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Fuck them A's.
Right, right.
Right.
So shit, really around that time or whatever, and I had to get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
This me walking the street, and the same day that I'm walking the street, because I'm like, fuck, where the fuck I'm getting ready to go? What the fuck I'm getting ready to do? And who the fuck I'm gonna call?
Right.
So this is like before the days of real cell phones and shit like that. You just out there, you gotta stop at the payphone or some stupid shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know nobody's fucking number.
Right.
So they tried to holler at me one day.
Yeah.
That's this same fucking day. And I'm hot. I'm like, bitch ass nigga, I'm out here. The fuck, I'm hungry. You understand? I'm cold, bitch. Like, no, like, absolutely not. I'm thinking he out knocking on some ass or something like that, and I was just ready to fight.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, it ain't like that. He's like, what you mean you out here? I'm like, man, I'm homeless. I can't even, you know, like, I would love the front or some shit like that, but I'm fucking homeless, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And he was like, yeah. That same day, he taught me what dope was or how to sell dope, because I didn't know how to sell dope. I come from that, like, my granny was a high roller. That's what she did. But she sold keys.
Okay.
She never got me involved in her life, in that, you know? But I knew that's what she was doing. She had a triple beam on the motherfucking table, you know? Like, she cooking cookies,
Right.
and it's a triple beam in there.
Right, right.
Right.
Yeah.
So he got me selling dope. He gave me my first 8-ball. And I started rocking with that. And that was hard at first because niggas didn't trust me. Because it was some undercover cop bitch who apparently resembled me or something. And they was like, that's Queen, whatever the fuck her name was. And he had to, like, let the local fucking crackheads know, nah, she good and she with me. So then they started fucking with me. So then I was able to get me a little room to, you know, to lay my head at night because I would be walking this motherfucker every night, you know. It ended up still being like that because I wanted to get the money real bad, and I knew that the longest I was out there, the more money I would make. And but then this happened. I just went to the store, just re-up, just got my little pack or whatever, and I didn't know how to really cook at that time, so I had to depend on another motherfucker to get my shit. So anyway, I got the shit or whatever, and I'm sitting in the trap house or whatever. Now I like this trap house because it's ran by a female. She got a daughter. I don't like that she got a daughter, but that's not my business. So I break her off. She be good. She be good because she don't give a fuck as long as she get her shit. I don't give her dust or nothing. I give her an actual fucking stone, bitch. You get the stone. Bitch. You get the stone. So I'm sitting in the kitchen. Real shit, bitch. You get the stone. So and she used to call all of her family. Because all of her family did dope. Her cousins, her uncles, all of them. Right. So when I got there, she made the phone call like, hey, yo, it's in the building. Y'all need to get here. So I'm sitting in the kitchen waiting on motherfuckers to come through. Only one motherfucker that came through before the next thing happened. So in my mind, and I know at this point right now with my growth that was God talking to me because he's been keeping me all my life, even when I wasn't keeping myself. Mm-hmm. So this voice in my head says, you need to leave. What the fuck is you talking about, Bucko? Immediately, I'm like, what is this? And who is this? And what are you talking about? Mm-hmm. And I just kept hearing that same comment over and over again. Yeah. You need to leave.
You need to leave.
I'm like, fuck. Now this is me in the kitchen by myself. Mm-hmm. I'm not going nowhere. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nobody here. I know motherfuckers like, this bitch is crazy.
Right.
Fuck y'all. I'm not leaving, Bucko.
Okay.
I'm like, I just got this shit. Like, this is fresh. I only made one. This don't make sense to leave. Yeah. So for like 15 minutes, I'm in this fucking thought was having like a real life battle. So I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go check a couple fucking tracks, but I'm coming the fuck back because the family ain't even fucking got her to clean me out yet. So I normally go through 2 full fucking sets. They clean me out. I go to the store again. I come back. They clean me out again, and I be done for the night. Like fuck it. But I didn't have time to do that. So I'm like, all right. So I leave out the back. And I come up the side of the gangway because we didn't have alleys like that. It was more gangways. I mean, this is Baby. This is in Baby. So I come up the little side or whatever next to the fucking bushes. I'm talking about these bushes because after the last fucking bush, I heard boom, DEA, DEA, DEA. I'm fucked in the head. In the head, I'm fucked up. Immediately, I want to sprint. I want to run. I have to run. But I couldn't run because I knew I just didn't want nobody to feel like I came out that house. So I'm like, fuck, this was the fastest run walk I've ever done in my life. Bitch, I'm on the go.
Right.
I'm headed up motherfucking Broadway.
Right.
Headed towards River Street because they got me fucked up. I just knew they were gonna be like, hey man, stop. But then nobody say nothing to me. I was so blessed for that.
Right.
So I get to where I'm going and I'm hysterical. I am crying. Because I'm like, Jesus, had I sat there and I didn't go with what I was thinking in my head, I would be ill myself tonight. This is insane.
Yeah, you know what? I wanted to add on to what you were saying because that one voice in your head, when you hear it twice, I bet you if after that's happened, you listen after you heard it twice, you move on that for real now.
You have to go with it.
You have to go with it.
So, or it's gonna be a bad result for you. Like in real life. God is this. If you don't listen, you fucked up.
That's right.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
And but thank God, God stayed he stayed on me. He dead ass would not let me rest. He would not let me get more money. He's like, you need to leave.
Yes.
So I left. I went to my little room or whatever, and I'm crying like a motherfucker. And I'm like, damn, I got all this fucking dope. What I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
So I ended up getting the dope off, of course. But I had to end up getting out of town. This is why.
Right.
Because if they kicked in there, which is okay, so the trap house I'm in belongs to this nigga that I ended up start fucking with.
Right.
And he was the boss of the dude who got me hip to selling dope in the first place. Right. So if they kicked in that house and he owned that house, they kicked in everywhere.
That's right.
So I found out that all of the apartments and shit like that, we was being and shit like that, everywhere he had his motherfucking dope, they got all of that shit.
They had it already wrapped up. It was like a setup, right? Yeah. So they knew that you probably was in there, and you decided to get up out of there.
Yeah, man.
Now was this back in the day type era? Was this in the early era?
Yeah. This is when I was a teenager. I was like 16, 17.
Because I was reading in your book that you had because your book is pretty amazing. It's very hardcore and really to the cut. It's very raw and really energetic, and I like how you get to the point. Because see, I read it. When I read it, I was like, okay, wait a minute. I know she's December 27th. It inspired me because I wanted to get my book on, of course. But when I was reading what you was going, I was like, man, she cutting to the. You know what hit me? Abuse is not your fault.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, that chapter was something. Tell us about that chapter in the book. Abuse is not your fault. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Hey, shouts out to everybody in the house right now. We got some sisters. You got a little comedy flair to you, sis. Don't let me cut you off.
But yeah, I do. I'm gonna do some stand up. Listen, what I say? Play Wednesday. No. Yeah. Tonight at the Funny Bone tonight.
Okay.
Tonight.
Kick it on.
I said I'm going. Fuck it, I'm going.
You need to. Hey, you know what? To real talk, all you got to do is just get up there and just talk, be real. Just keep it real.
Even if I didn't talk about nobody else, my family ain't shit.
Oh shit. Well, let's segue back to the point. In your book, abuse is not your fault. That's what you was talking about. Talk about that right there.
Right. So, in my book, I speak a lot about the pain that I personally experienced myself.
Yes.
I am a firm believer that you really don't know what a person is going through unless you've experienced it for yourself.
Absolutely.
How can you tell a hungry man how not to be hungry and he's never gone without a meal?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a real thing. This man is experiencing a pain in his belly that you don't know nothing about. So,
come on now.
Pain not being your fault. So I've been violated a couple times.
I'm sorry about that, Queen. I read that. I'm sorry about those things. Really.
Yeah, me too. Thank you for that.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have anything to do with it, but I mean, for a man to just, do that, I got daughters and dig it, so on the real talk, I'm sorry that had happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was mad wild. I was trying to kill that nigga. Long story short, I tried to kill that nigga.
I can believe it.
But, yeah, it's not your fault because you didn't ask for it. That's number one.
Yeah.
You didn't ask to be a fucking victim. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter if you was raped. It doesn't matter if you was kidnapped. It doesn't matter what the fuck you went through. That was not your fault. You didn't ask that man to lay his hands on you.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't ask that woman to lay her hands on you. You didn't ask for the violation.
Yeah.
That wasn't so it couldn't be your fault.
Right.
You know what I mean? How could you possibly be at fault when you're not the one that asked for it? You're the one that went through it. You're the one that experienced it.
Because
so
a lot of people that
that's
go
what I
through
mean.
that victimization, as you were saying in your book, you know, we like to hold that in. We don't like to blame anybody. We like to keep it on the hush. You know, we like to say sorry, like it was like your kind of fault for those types of things. You know, and what I was reading, the most key thing is I was getting from your book is survivor.
Yeah.
You're a survivor, aren't you? Talk about that.
Yeah. You got listen. So when dude abducted me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I say abducted because he held me hostage for 3 days, right?
Yeah.
So that was hard. I thought I was gonna die. I didn't think I was gonna fucking make it out of that. I'm like, if I make it out this motherfucker, I'm gonna bleed so fucking fast. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't never seen a big bitch run.
Hey, check this out. That thing right there you got, Miss Sabrina. That's our first. We are already into the first quarter. We about to go in the second quarter. They breathing hard over there on the sideline, getting some water with the towel. They like, whoa. You dig it? We's already moving into the second quarter. You know what I'm saying? And once again, I want to get back into this amazing story, Queen. All right. Shouts out to everybody in the building. You know, I'm not even gonna cut out the water, Cappy. Go ahead on and let it roll, Mama. Do what you do.
I'm sorry, what was the question you asked before? My apologies.
Well, the question was, I was reading about your book, and you know, it seemed like and I have notes here, so I'm going to read a couple of notes that I took when I was reading that. Let me go ahead and get real for a second. All right, so you were in St. Louis. You said that you did you know the Lunatics and Nelly?
Fuck no. I dated a guy who used to rap against them, and they was beefing and shit because my dudes was better because the fuck they was.
Okay.
And they would like blackball them in town so that they couldn't get shows and shit. Like, nah, we gonna be there, blah blah blah, Lunatics or whatever. And they like, bitch, ass, fuck them. Why the fuck can't we come and we can fucking compete? Fuck them. So nah, we ain't never hooked up, we ain't never met. And I saw them play baseball one time because they used to play or softball or whatever the fuck ball it was.
Yeah.
But they used to come and play. I think it was softball because I used to date a nigga who was playing softball or whatever, and he used to come out and do that down in the city.
Right.
Very surprising. Shocked the motherfucker that the nigga came to the city. Like, nigga, the city, really? But
let me talk about baseball because baseball was big in St. Louis from all the way back. And let me ask you a question. Growing up, did you go to was that Bush Stadium?
No, this is the sad St. Louis part. I'm so sorry about this to all my St. Louisans. I've never been to a baseball game.
You better stop playing.
I promise to God.
Don't make me hit this button and just quit right now. How you not go to? I'm a diehard Cubby fan. You dig it? So St. Louis, I had to give super respect. You had Lou Brock, you had Willie McGee,
Bruce Sutter,
you had Ozzie Smith, Keith Hernandez, George.
It sounds like commercial people. It sounds like a commercial.
Oh my goodness! You didn't go see Nan? You mean to tell me they was playing ball right there and you ain't go see Nan, one of them people? It's okay. We messing with you. Because we know that life was different for you. But you know that's what I wanted to ask because you know you had the St. Louis baseball team, and I know that did employ a lot of the hood, right?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
But shit, I never went though. I never went. I didn't have the luxury of that.
Talk about it, Queen. Yeah, talk about that though. I ain't tripping on you. I'm just messing with you because we like baseball over here.
No, you cool. I didn't have the luxury of that kind of stuff when I was.
Uh-oh. Where you go? We can hear you, but we can't see you. We want to see you because that energy is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Hey, while we got a quick break right here, a second. On the Come Through Network, we have some special guests that's hanging in here. We have Miss Yassine in the spot. Thank you for being here. She got a wonderful show. She funny as a mug from the Shy too. Dig it? You know what I'm saying? And we see Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara came on in here this afternoon. We want to thank you, Miss Barbara. Super duper talented. So happy.
We got Kira in here.
Yes, we do there. I see my brother up in there. Salute there, sir. Sabrina, you there?
She dropped off for a second.
Kiki, maybe you can give her a text message and give her a call and get her back on in if we can see if we can do that. Thank you there. I appreciate that. In the meanwhile,
how you doing in your fantasy league, Mike, man?
Wow. Well, let's see here what we talking about. Well, in our league, I think I got my 10th win. And I got a big game coming up this week in my other league. See, I'm a silly fanatic, y'all. I got 32 teams. I'm that guy that got like way too much, doing way too much.
No, we just talk about our league.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Our league, I'm doing all right, fam. I ain't got no complaints. How your team doing? I know it.
Remember how Dion said?
Yeah, I know it. Me and Dub's doing pretty good. I'm sitting at first place right now, but I'm not gonna gloat because I know how fantasy can do. Fantasy players can change one way or the other. You know, one thing that was interesting that Miss Sabrina was saying about lunatics with the loonies and Nelly, that was pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? And I will be honest, I always wanted to go to St. Louis. But I don't think I've only been to St. Louis to the airport. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
the real talk. I don't.
Yeah. Back I used to drive through, coming from Chicago, going down to. They got a place called East St. Louis over the bridge before you get to St. Louis.
Okay.
That's close by.
Yeah, I heard about East St. Louis.
Boys from East St. Louis used to play for Notre Dame basketball player.
Oh, Alfonso Ellis.
Alfonso Ellis, he was nice. Yeah.
Man, that's the same I remember. I remember LaFonso. Shouts up to LaFonso. Shouts up to Rusty Setzer. And shouts out to Ragib Ishmael. Big shouts out to them dudes. Right. You know what, Dub? When crazy you say that, I might as well just keep it moving. When I went to Notre Dame, it was one of my schools, right? For my host, right?
Right.
And when I got there, Rusty was my host and Ragib was my host. This is Heisman Ragib. So I'm like, you know, they put the red carpet out for you. I'm like,
oh yeah.
I got Ragib.
Did you see Touchdown Jesus?
That one. That day. Paused on it on him. But yeah, man, he ran in there just.
They built the stadium where you.
Man, Ragib was no joke. But then the reason why I'm saying all that is because they dorms was little, right? And they got glass in Notre Dame. They got boys dorms and they got girls dorms. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Catholic, they ain't got no co-eds. So the dorm you can see in the glass at the top, right? And so I was in the room where, you know, we was just sitting, the door was like closed, but LaFonso Ellis came walking by. He was their next door neighbor. And he was playing in it at the time at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
But funny thing, but I don't think people.
I watched
let me
hush.
Liberty. Let me hush on that.
Head up from Chicago.
Yeah.
They played the state.
He wasn't really kind. He kind of had a little different air to himself to me, but you know,
he was kind of quiet though.
Yeah, it was kind of, you know, maybe he was to himself or something like that.
But it looks good to see him broadcast.